Alright, this is a October 2nd, 2024 reading for the solar eclipse, the annual. It's going to be in Aries, so it talks about new beginnings, new relationships, new steps forward. So this is a reading for Aries. We're going to start off with the sign it's in. Also, the moon, full moon, is in Aries, I believe. So we'll see that later on in that month. Alright, I think that's all I can get out of this deck. Okay, so we have creation and being swept off your feet by the King of Wands. We have positive energy. We have the Death card. We have saying goodbye, farewell, finalization, and ending. And then we have the Two of Cups. We have people, love, and a couple. So, there's something going on here with couples, I guess. Okay, so the self at this moment, no face, no case, good fortune coming in. So you could have some good fortune coming in. You could have started a business. You could have legal things that are coming to an end, and then you're taking the first steps forward into a new aspect of your life. Also, there's a lot of things here that seem to be more stationed around a business or a talent that you have that needs to come forward. I feel like you kind of foreshadowed it for a while. It can be a small talent, it could be a big talent. Whatever it is, it's going to help somebody out greatly. So it could bring business to your business, I don't know, or somebody else's business. But I feel like when the need comes to show your talent, it will shine through and people will know you as a different person. Okay, we have the moon, we have unconscious, we have might need to rebuild wealth, we have great or good fortune coming in again. So with the moon's like, it'll be here soon. With self, you can feel it's coming, or you can feel that you're going to have a good year or year end. Okay, and then we have the sun, we have consciousness, we have a photo on your phone, we have period of frustrations and lessons to be learned. Just like my phone has my mugshot on it. It's been a weird year. I was brought up on no charges, but I have a mugshot. Isn't that fun? But it's a constant reminder that I'm constantly evolving into my better self and getting away from people and motives that I don't need anymore, and I'm sure you're doing the same. Okay, we have what can you leave behind? We have the side piece. We have an older woman. It could be like my next door neighbor. She always wants like a shout out on the show, and she's kind of weird. I don't want my fans being associated. I think you guys are lovely. But she wanted like a shout out. She wanted me to like be on her podcast that talks about random shit. And she's one of these people that uses recreational drugs on the regular and also illegal drugs on the regular. So I don't want anybody associated with that. And I know a lot of people are going away from that. I myself never really indulged in any of that. I think the worst I did was probably speed when I was a teenager, and probably marijuana. That's about it. Because like I had really bad headaches as a kid, so I was trying to get rid of that. Now there's like willow bark I got from my Native American friends. You soak those in tea, and it works like an aspirin. You just drain out the bark after it like sits for a minute and the steam cools down, and you actually have your own drinkable aspirin, which I think is great. But you have to get the bark off the willow branch because some of the willow sugars can be toxic, to make sure it's dried out too. So it's a pretty neat idea to have a natural tea. Um, you can take it from the willow bark or the willow branches, you know, the outer layer. Um, works pretty good if you have constant headaches. I know being an Aries, you might deal with a lot of stress or anxiety or something, or stress to the point of frustration, so it's a good thing to have on hand. And if you have like somebody who has a willow tree or you have one in your yard, just take off a few branches like in a pruning type of manner and just get like one of these little baskets I have here. Hold on. Like a basket like this. It dries out herbs and it's good for that type of thing. I had mine just a couple hours ago. I feel better about myself and others, so it's a great trick to know. Native American medicine is always a good idea because it takes out the additives and preservatives of it and it tastes more natural. You can taste like vitamins and stuff out of it, so. Okay, we have what you can begin at this moment. So there could be a soulmate relationship coming in, a period of prosperity and abundance. Your soulmate could also be very abundant. You can be very abundant. Together, you can be abundant together. Money likes money, so you can put it all together. Also, there's going to be some trials and tribulations in order to get this relationship going. I feel like you want to get your money right. This other person kind of wants to move you in right away. So it's going to be a little bit of a conflict of like a meet cute, you know. But I feel like you have to make some compromises. And that's like that with every relationship. You might want to live together, make your money, and then like proceed with the relationship or something. Okay, we have the way forward. We have something traumatic connected with sex that is highly spiritual related issue. We have problems to be resolved sexually. You might have sexual trauma. You might actually have to do tantric sex. It's when you look at your lover the entire time. It's like affirmations, you know. And like I'm the type of person where like I like to be stimulated in my mind, like knowledge and stuff, or like facts or weird shit like that. So like sex for me is very mechanical. I don't know, I'm a Pisces Aries, but sex has always been mechanical. It's like that throughout my entire family. I mean, every woman in my life said, you know, sex was always mechanical, but when it came to birthing children, it was like the easiest for our family for some reason. Nobody experiences pain like we can deliver babies naturally or any way possible, really. A lot of beach births. A lot of beach births during a full moon. We used to live in New York and we used to go on the beach and have water births or whatever. We were basically mermaids. But anyway, the water in some areas of New York, I wouldn't recommend having water births on the beach. My family's a little bit eccentric when it comes to that type of things. But yeah. I think tantric sex has to be when there's a moment of trust assimilated with sex or a life-changing decision. Like instead of being more like, you know, my belief system's here, here, and here, you're more in the moment of, are you feeling okay? Or, you know, is this alright? And all this stuff. It's really not like a human experience, it's a spiritual experience. That's what I wanted to say. My brain's all over the place, so give me a second. So, with spirituality, when your two souls come together, it's on a dimensional realm, okay? So, anything that you do seems very extraterrestrial, when it's applied in reality, in 3D. So instead of being concerned with earthly pleasures, you're dealing with individual pleasures. You know what I mean? So if you can get the 5D to be more of a 3D thing, it's a more simulatedly symbolic relationship. It's more, what? It's a comforting thing. It's like a security blanket, for a child. It's not, it's not like, you go your way and I go mine after the fact. It's more of like, this was great, I trust you completely, and it's like, it's on a different level of trust. Like, mostly individuals that go through trauma want to have tantric sex because of emotional wounding. Okay. Emotional wounding is when, like in my case, there was like domestic violence, or there was verbal violence, or a feeling of abandonment when you're a kid. And it's not the case at all. It's like your parents are busy trying to make money and put food on the table and get bills paid and keep a house. But as a kid, you can't really fathom that. You want comfort from comfortable people. Let's put it to you that way. So, if you have that type of wounding, it's better to have tantric sex where there's more trust and building than there is just a mechanical version of sex. Does that make sense? It builds more esteem towards work, play, and other things in your life, but also it makes your relationships better. You make decisions easier. It's a very high-tech thing. People that don't understand it want to say that like it's like micro medicine or something. But for people that didn't have like perfect childhoods with all that stuff, it's a great like confidence booster to have somebody that's like just dedicated to you and you're dedicated to them. So then it builds a bridge of a constant emotional relationship. So it doesn't have to be physical all the time. Anyway, so that is yours, Aries, and I'm sure that you're probably going to have a I feel like this soulmate relationship happened probably previously. You probably didn't know this person, like as a pillar in your life. I feel like this was kind of it had to wait for the right time to be presented. But this person could have been in your same town, city, school, state, company, something like that. Or they could be within range of your house. Happens. But, yeah, I feel like a lot of things had to align, including the stars. So, anyway, hopefully this helps you out. I know it's a little bit more based on thought than actual evidence, but, I feel like there's a lot of building you have to do as a person to make a relationship work. And it might have been like you had very surface level relationships in the past, and this is going to be a whole different level of commitment for you. So it's going to be different. You might have to talk sweeter and nicer to your partner than you would at any other time that you were in a relationship. But it's a mood, let's put it to you that way, or a tone in the relationship that you want to get back on that sinking, So it's going to be a little bit of a change for you. A little bit of finding the right footing, as it were. But I think you'll get there. Anyway, this is where I leave you, Aries. And I know that there's going to be a shift in your life, so just let it happen. Trust the process, as they say. This is where I leave you. Take care of yourself. Take care of everyone. Keep your enemies basic. Keep your wallet full. I will see you later, okay? Bye.